Hi, my name is Alex Mandrica, and today I want to talk about gameplay and the concept of true form. Last week, the topic was Quake's gameplay and how it wasn't really what it appeared at first sight. I got a good amount of flack from experienced designers and Quake players because I used oversimplification and a controversial title, so I want to get back at it and provide more depth. With gameplay, you need to look past appearances. Games come with winning and scoring conditions, but it's often the case that simply trying to fulfill them isn't the best approach. In chess, for example, you can't just try to pressure the enemy king, but instead you need to develop control space before staging an attack. StarCraft is less about dealing with combat than it is about balancing resources between army, economy, and tech. As a designer, you need to understand what is the true point of contention a player needs to solve. This is what I call gameplay true form. Games are systems, and they often don't behave as predicted. This is why you need to pay extra attention and enforce the gameplay structure. In Street Fighter, true form is to read the opponent and counter him at the most basic level by choosing between attack, block, or throw. A one-button throw can override an attack and thus weakens the choice between the three moves. When Street Fighter 3 introduced the two-button throw, it helped differentiate between the three commands and thus reinforced true form. Gears of War is a cover shooter with tactical gameplay, but in the first game, you could sit tight, take pot shots, and kill your enemies without ever having to flank. When they let enemies revive their teammates in the second game, it forced the player to look for better angles and enforced the tactical challenge of the game. Now that we've described true form, the real question is, what is a good one? To me, you need to offer clear choices to the player while making sure the right solution isn't obvious. We get huge satisfaction from simple and clear answers, because that's when the learning is the strongest. So true form needs to be as coherent as possible, with minimal noise and distraction from its core. It is similar to stories, where character inner conflict should be clear and consistent, or the arc is going to be hard to understand. It's also close from the state of flow that psychology describes as complete engagement. It requires clear goals and immediate feedback on whether you're right or wrong. Complex features are often detrimental to keeping the challenge unified, because it can introduce noise in what the game is trying to propose. If in Pac-Man the goals could be in different AI states at the same time, it might be more interesting to implement, but it would completely destroy the hunter-hunted feeling for the player. So in conclusion, you need to anticipate that the gameplay will emerge from the game mechanics. Actively enforce the true form you want, while making sure that challenge is clear and unified. If you want more details on gameplay, you can go check my article or the conference I gave on the topic. I will link them at the end. That's it for today. If you enjoyed that video, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.